Hey, what's up guys? Today this video will be another frequently asked questions. So I'm gonna start it off right off the bat and I'm gonna read some of the questions that I asked the most. Number one would be, what is the exhaust setup I have? So I'll start from the front and work my way back. I'm on stock unequal length headers, the stock up pipe, the Nameless Performance divorced wastegate catted down pipe to a custom 3-inch non-resonated mid pipe paired with the Nameless Axleback muffler delete with 4-inch tips, staggered and double walled. And with this pairing and combo of all the exhaust puts together, it sounds amazing. A lot of you guys ask because I'm sure you're interested because you enjoy the sound just as much as me. The next part is going to be, what color is my car and how much did it cost? So the wrap on the car is a matte dark gray. My buddy did it and he did it for a very cheap price, so the price that I paid is not going to be the price that you pay a wrap shop. It's going to be like 1/3 or even a fourth of the price you pay there, so just counter that in. The original car color is satin white pearl, and the wrap really protects the paint because Subaru paints suck. Let me go ahead. So third most asked question is probably, who makes the diffuser? It's made out of ABS plastic and it's a guy from the Bay Area. His name is Contender8, or his real name is Daniel. Go ahead and hit him up on Instagram, put his name on the screen right now. Tell him I sent you, he knows who I am, and he makes a ton of different models for all the different styles of cars out there: Scions, Miatas, BRZ, FRSs, sedans, stuff like that. He can make any diffuser for your car if you tell him what idea that you want. Next is why a hatchback? Because I think it looks a lot better than the sedan. The only sedan I would buy is an 0405 STI because I just love that body style. That's how I fell in love with Subarus, and I strive to own one of those. But the lines of this car is just so amazing. The ass is so much better than the sedan in my eyes, but I'm sure a lot of you disagree with that, but whatever. I love the ass, and my car has a really good ass. How old am I, and what do I do for a living? I am 22 years old, and I work with special needs children. So I work in elementary school, and I'm one-on-one with a special needs child, and I've been doing this straight out of high school, so for 4 years, and I love my job. It's my passion. It's what I want to do. I'm currently going to school right now to be a teacher. I'm only 2 classes away from actually qualifying for the teaching program, and that's what I plan to do. So that's also one of your questions, is how do I get all the money for my car? Through my job. I save. I didn't buy a lot of things when I was little, and I only buy necessary things. Kind of deal like that. I do a lot of side jobs too: house sit, babysit, dog sit, wash cars. I used to garden, but I hate it. But favorite mods that I've done to the car so far. Number one are the wheels. The Work Motion XD9s, 18x9s plus 38 offset, wrapped in the 265/35 R18 Hankook RS3s. By far my favorite upgrade to the car because it signifies my car. The green wheels, everyone knows it for the green wheels, and the instant I saw the XD9s, I was like, I have to buy these. I need them, and I bought them way overpriced because they're no longer sold because they were discontinued. So of course the online seller amped the price up, but I paid for it, and I love them. I couldn't get rid of these. I would have to buy another set of wheels, but also keep these if I was to ever change my setup. Other favorite mods are my exhaust. I mean, I've been playing with the exhaust since the day I got it. I had the N1, swapped that out after a couple months, and from then on just had the Axleback and been playing with it ever since. Suspension, I love my white line sway bars. A lot of you guys ask me, that's another question, what first upgrade should I get? And I'll say sway bars and end links. The sway bars help so much with the handling of the car, and I highly recommend them. That should be your first upgrade, along with an access port. So my third favorite mod that I've done to the car is probably the access port, just because the versatility of it, allowing you to see gauges, being able to flash to a stage 1 tune. Let's see, I guess the last favorite mod that I've done to the car are the seats. the seats just bring the car alive, like driving experience. But honestly, like, what I've done to the car is what I want to do to the car. So it's one of my favorite mods, but those would be my top 4, I guess I would say. Wheels, suspension, access sport, and seats. Any regrets? Yeah, I have a big one. I spent way too much money on the exterior of my car first. It's too sunny, I need to put these back on. I went exterior route first. Actually, that's a lie. I did exhaust, mud flaps, sway bars, and end links first. But then I went balls out with exterior modifications, and I wish I went performance before that, because if I went performance, I could build the car to the way I want it to and not be in debt, or not in debt, I would say, in a financial money loss. I just want to say to you guys, looks aren't everything. Go ahead and build your car to be the best car that it can be, and then go ahead for looks. Get your looks here and there, but don't go full out looks and just have a peacock car. The reason I say a peacock car is because someone called me a peacock. A guy in an STI walked up to me and said, your car's a peacock, dude. I was like, what? And he's like, are you all show? And I'm like, no. He's like, all right, what's under the hood? And of course I have to tell him, and then he shuts up. But I found it very interesting that I got called a peacock just because my car looks good. So yeah, that's my regret. My regret is that I built my car exterior-wise too fast and should have done performance first. Another question is, what camera do I use? I'm currently using the Canon 70D with a Rode VideoMic Pro to get the audio, and it's on a Manfrotto tripod. I want to change up the head because it's not the best. It's not as fluid as I like it to be, but it's pretty good because it has all these different adjustments. But that's the camera I use, and right now there is a ND filter on there. It's on setting 1 because it's a little sunny. I got the sun glare coming through. It's a little artsy. Another question is, what oil do I use? I use Modal 5W40. The reason 5W40 is because our Subarus like to run hot and burn oil, where the 40 is thicker, so when your engine burns harder, it kind of turns to a 5W30. So I'm not going to blow anything or burn oil. It's really good. And that's another question, is if I will be going to the track or autocross, and that answer is yes. Sometime this year I will get out. I was planning to go April 16th, I want to say, to Thunder Hill, but April 16th is autocross up at Mayfield or Macfield, I don't know, somewhere in Sacramento, but I can't make that. There's a track event at Thunder Hill, but I can't make that either now, so I'll have to find time. But I definitely want to try the car out at autocross just to see how it handles and feels, and because you guys won't stop nagging me. But yeah, that's basically it for frequently asked questions. I don't know what else you guys really ask. A lot of people ask about my suspension. It's the ISC coilovers, the Street Sports 6 and 4K spring rate. They're good. I mean, for the money, they're good, but they're not the best out there. They get the job done. That's about it. I would say, if you're looking to just buy coilovers and not have to worry about them, don't buy these. Save up a little more. Go with Olin's or something like that. A little better quality, a little sturdier coilovers, but these will get the job done just fine. Yeah, I think that's mainly it. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead, leave them down below, and I'll be glad to answer them. But till next time, guys.